Luka Doncic was playing NBA 2K3 last night, dropping a 60-burger with a triple-double with cheese on the Knicks. And the Mavericks 126-121 comeback overtime win. But we're not here to talk about Luka. We're here to talk about the Knicks. CP, the Fanchise of KnicksFanTV, is back with us. I'm surprised you're not shaking your, there you go, shaking your SMH right now. Hey, CP, up 9 with 33 seconds left. What happened, man? What happened?
Brandon, man, it was a comedy of errors that led to the biggest meltdown, I think, in Knicks history. I mean, you can chalk that up on the long laundry list of franchise meltdowns. I mean, after Christian Wood hits the three, you have Quentin Grimes who gets double teamed and tied up on the end line. I thought the referee called a big quick whistle on the jump ball. Maybe Tom Thibodeau could have called a timeout. Nevertheless, that leads to a Luka Doncic three. On the other end, Miles McBride misses one of two free throws. That allows Spencer Dinwiddie to hit a three and bring this game within one. After McBride sinks two free throws, you have the Knicks send Luka Doncic to the line. He makes the first one. And on the second one, Brandon, all they had to do was box out the shooter and snag a rebound. You had Mitchell Robinson and Julius Randle combined for over 35 rebounds. They had enough size up front to get the job done. All they had to do was execute, and they failed to do so. They gave a brilliant superstar in Luka Doncic one more chance, and he sank the putback. And once it went into overtime, I didn't think the Knicks had a chance. They just had tired legs, and the Mavericks had seized the momentum 100%.
All right, luckily, this isn't football where you got to wait, 7 days to play again. The Knicks got a game tomorrow at the time we're recording this. Let's relax, woosah. Let's focus on the good from last night. If you're Tibbs, you're talking to the team after the game, what positives do you build on after that loss?
Well, first and foremost, you have to love how Quentin Grimes played last night, scoring a career-high 33 points, shooting 7 of 16 from downtown with 4 assists. The thing that I love the most about Quentin Grimes is, yes, he's going to be a 3-and-D wing for this team, but the way that he's putting the ball on the floor, attacking the basket, and creating for his teammates gives the offense just more versatility and more possibilities. How about Emmanuel Quickly filling in for Jalen Brunson admirably with 15 assists? Mitchell Robinson had an outstanding game, 20 points and 16 rebounds for Mitchell Robinson, even showing some post-up moves that a lot of fans have been clamoring for. Julius Randle has also been playing at an all-star level. Without Jalen Brunson, without R.J. Barrett, Julius Randle still trusted his teammates. He was leading out there. He was coaching out there, trying to make his teammates better. They just came up short in the extra period, Brandon. They played their hearts out for about 47 minutes, and it all went downhill from there.
All right, I read somewhere that Tibbs could or should be back on the hot seat after that loss. That's 4 straight. I know you're CP the Fanchise, you're the voice of the people, but now you're a media guy now. So Is he back on the hot seat after that loss, and why?
Look, there have been several games this season where I thought that the seat was heating up for Tom Thibodeau. Nevertheless, he's been surviving. You can chalk that up to that 8-game winning streak. But now having lost 4 straight, I think Tom Thibodeau will ultimately be judged on how well this team competes for a playoff or a play-in spot. Right now, they're sitting about 6th or 7th in the East, but the season starts now. We are approaching the second half of the season. That's when teams are going to start ratcheting things up, tightening up their rotation, and making a strong push. The question for this Knicks team and Tom Thibodeau is, number one, is this 9-man rotation sustainable? You have guys going out to injury. Jalen Brunson, they have now lost R.J. Barrett. Obi Toppin is still on the mend. This Knicks team is operating without a true small forward, having benched Cam Reddish. And additionally, are his defensive schemes going to be effective enough to allow this team to succeed? You now have both Georges Niang of the Philadelphia 76ers and Luka Doncic in their post-game press conferences talking about how easy it was to dissect this Knicks defense down the stretch. That goes on the coach. That lies on Tom Thibodeau. Will he make the necessary adjustments to allow this team to succeed and make a proper playoff push?
All right, they're 18-17, sixth team in the East. Really quick, 15 seconds. The vibe of Knicks fans is what?
Right now, they're dejected. You know, we took a lot of fan phone calls last night in the post-game show. The fans have been demoralized. They are dejected after coming off of an 8-game winning streak, now 4-game losing streak. But as you said, Thursday night is another game in the Alamo in San Antonio. It's time to start anew, and let's see where this team is in terms of mentally and physically after a hard-fought game last night in Dallas.
And they've used up every other adjective out there, so we're going to go with dejected on this one.
Dejected.
All right, man, happy holidays, happy New Year to you, and thanks for joining us.
Same to you, man. Thanks for having me on.